Hey, good afternoon, my fellow racing handicappers. Welcome to the Let 'em Run show. Our podcast today is once again a Brisnet play of the day. Let 'em Run. My name is Freddie Bro York. I will be podcasting. Actually, my partner, myself, Johnny Costin, will be putting a podcast up here every Monday and Wednesday at 2 o'clock for our Brisnet play of the day. We want to thank Brisnet for being our sponsor for this particular segment. I mean, our schedule is going to be pretty locked in as we continue to grow and put things in place to make this work. Our Let 'em Run podcast will be run on Fridays. Our happy hour will be at 3 o'clock. Saturday at 12:30, we will have our weekend runaround show where we'll pick our races that we will cover in depth on Saturday at 12:30. On Sunday, we'll have another new show, 11 o'clock. It is a wrap-up show where we talk about some of the big races that happened that day, or over the weekend, I should say, particularly this time of the year when there are a lot of podcasts, or a lot of races that are Derby prep races and Oak prep races as well. So there is a lot to talk about. And then we're going to have every Monday and Wednesday at 2 p.m. our Brisnet play of the day. I want to thank our sponsor, Brisnet, for allowing us to participate in this and allowing us to have the access to their information, which is absolutely well worth looking at it for speed figures, for speed analysis, for how they label runners. They'll give you percentages that you don't get anywhere else. Get some early pace, some first call, second call, late pace numbers that you can put together. And we'll talk about how that has impacted some of the handicapping that I have done. Just had a great little quick phone call with a friend of ours, Alex, who is from Saratoga. So I'll be up there at the Belmont. Thinks I'm a speed guy. Yeah, I am. Love speed. Does take some handicap to figure out when you have the right speed horse, but he's going to be shocked. And I guess my partner, Johnny Costa, will be shocked when we talk about our Brisnet play of the day for today, which is going to be at Gulfstream Park for Thursday. Just want to give you an update on the play of the day for today, running today at Tampa Bay. Race 8, we talked about it on our other podcast. The number 4 horse, Mr. Business, 6-1. Has a good chance again. Sorry to say this, Alex and whoever else thinks all I talk about is speed, although that is the case in this particular situation. I think this horse has a good chance to get out. It is a mile in the tricky configuration where I come out of the chute at Tampa Bay. But we'll see how that goes. But let's talk about today's race. That was today's race. Again, that's later this afternoon. It is the 8th race at Tampa Bay that's going to go off at 4:20 Eastern. A mile on the turf up. They claiming 16,000 non-winners of 2. Again, we are all over the 4 Mr. Business. I do want to bring up a spotlight pick, or at least it was a live long shot that Gus Alonso, who has been with Brisnet for quite a while, who has spotlight selections, Gus Alonso spotlight selections on Brisnet. Be sure to check that out, Brisnet.com. He pointed out that in the race today, the 8th race at Tampa Bay Downs, the live long shot that he has is the number 2, Ragman. So you got a 10-1 live long shot from Gus Alonso, and you have a 6-1 speed horse for myself, the number 4. So you try to use those 2 horses in today's 8th race at Tampa Bay Downs, see how you make out. Number 2, Ragman. Number 4, Mr. Business. Okay, let's talk about the race that we're going to look at for tomorrow at Gulfstream Park. And just another quick comment about some information or some comments that I got. If you notice today, once again, we blurred out the background here. Some people wondered if it was possible to blur me out. Well, I guess that is possible to blur me out. See what we can do about that. But let's talk about the race we're going to cover today, which is going to be run tomorrow at Gulfstream Park. That is the 10th race at Gulfstream Park. Is the claiming $25,000 beaten claiming mile and 16th on the turf, big field. Again, depending on the scratches that happen, if they do happen, there's a field of 10 ready to line up. I am all over the number 2, I'm going to put that up here right now so we can talk about why I like the number 2 and see how that goes. So we're talking about the race tomorrow. Sorry, at Gulfstream Park, race number 10. That goes off at 4:51 Eastern time. And that is the number 2, Mendelssohn's March. Stone, as it says, I think this horse is definitely going to go off at higher than 6-1 odds for sure. You have some other jockeys in the race. Rojas is a good jockey. Hasn't been on this horse before, but hits at 20%. When Kenneth McPeak has a horse running, you got to pay attention. So I'm paying attention to this horse. Stone Closer, back in his class, been running at Oakland Park, been running at Kentucky Downs, Keeneland, Churchill Downs, has never been at Gulfstream Park. Kenneth McPeak. Oh, I see my buddy Sean is coming. And Alex is with him. Okay, beautiful. Let's get you up there. There we go. Okay.
Brad, my man.
What's up, Alex?
Nothing much,
man. My voice, I'm sure Sean told you I'm not podcasting from Disneyland. Even though I've been asked to do some voiceovers for Mickey Mouse. We'll see. Maybe if the podcasting horse racing thing doesn't work out, I have a backup plan.
No worries, Fred. Glad to see you're doing better, man. It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
I appreciate it, Alex. Good to see you, brother.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, again.
We're gonna go watch. We're gonna go watch your play here. So,
like I said, I'm talking about the number 2, Mendelssohn's March. This is a dead stone closer. Dead stone closer, Alex. Did you hear that? Okay.
Dead stone closer. He's not a speed.
Are you telling me it's something I have to have play on?
I believe you do. And it's more line is 6-1. I cannot see that horse going.
How many horses are running? What's the furlongs and what's the track?
It is a mile and 16th on the turf. It's a field of 10 right now. And of course, this race is running tomorrow at Gulfstream Park. Race 10. This horse is coming. This horse is coming from Oakland Park. He's raced at Churchill Downs. He's raced at Saratoga. Way up in class. He's now down in the class where he belongs, and he has a really good chance to win. And he is a dead stone closer. I think there's enough speed in the race. His U.S. time form late pace race or late pace numbers is 106. It towers over the field. There's nobody else in the field who has a closing figure, time form U.S. pace closing figure, as late pace figure as good as that. And if I look at, if you look at the Brisnet form on this horse, you'll see the early pace figure, the first call, second call figure, kind of right in the mix where he needs to be, but late pace totally dominates the field.
Long race though, a little over a mile.
A mile and 16.
What's the horse's name?
Mendelssohn's March, the number 2 horse. Tomorrow at Gulfstream Park, race 10 goes off at 4:51 Eastern Standard Time.
Very, very good classical.
Do we know the jockey? Who's the jockey?
The name is Rojas.
Rojas, okay. Who's the trainer?
He's been around. He's not real familiar at Gulfstream Park. Doesn't get a lot of mounts there, but hasn't been on the horse before. This horse has not been at Gulfstream Park before. It's been down there working down at Gulfstream Park the last couple of times. Had 4 workouts. First time he was there when he came from Gulfstream, or went to Gulfstream, had a 35-second, 3 furlong workout. Looked pretty good. Kept him in shape on the 10th, the 17th, 24th, 34th. He's ready to go. And it's Kenneth McPeak. The trainer's Kenneth McPeak. I mean,
it seems like, hey Fred, I like the way you're talking here. It seems like when he gets this horse an early jump to getting his name out there at this race here. I'm going to be on it with you. I'm going to ride with you as always, Fred.
Well, listen, there's other horses that are options in the race. I just like this horse the best, and I like it because I think it's going to be definitely more than 6-1. There's no way his more than
6-1. That seems like a win place bet for me right there. I'll put him on a win place bet in hopes he comes in first and second. I like a little over a mile here. Get his name out there early. Let's get him popular, Fred. Let's get him going.
Let's see what happens with it. And the horse that I ran that I have today in today's race at Tampa, I talked about on the earlier podcast the other day. This is a speed horse, so going back to speed. I talked about this horse.
As always.
Yes, it is the 8th race at Tampa Bay today. Today's race, the 8th race, which is another turf race. The number 4, Mr. Business, has some speed. I don't think there's any really other speed in the race. Definitely a horse. Hold on a second. Try not to knock anything over here.
I'm going on vacation next month.
We got a big better right here too.
Where you guys at?
We got this guy right here. He's
Nice to meet you, man.
He's a big
What's up, brother?
he's a big horse racing fan too.
Well,
So
listen,
I'm listening to all your picks.
horse racing fans are everywhere. Don't worry. For anybody who hasn't heard me talk before, the voice may be weak, but the mind is still strong.
Fred, I made a bet with you about 5 minutes ago. I want you to uphold that bet. I'm serious. If you get 3 non-speed horses that either come second or third, I'll come back on the podcast for the Belmont. I'll be boots on the ground again up in Saratoga for the Belmont.
I like that. I like that boots on the ground, Alex.
Yep, you have my word. Boots on the ground. I'll be there. I'll join the podcast. 3 horses that aren't speed horses. I want to see it, Fred.
So I just picked one today for tomorrow. So does that count, or does it have to be
100%? Yeah.
Okay.
From here on in.
But the speed horse, I do have a speed horse in today's race. I'm getting my haircut at 3:00, so I got to take care of that. It doesn't take much.
We gotta look fresh all the time, Fred.
Doesn't take much, but I do have to look fresh. I'm going back to work Monday finally. So
Let's go.
I got to do a new pair of sneakers for work. Just like a new kid going to school for the first day. Got to go get my haircut.
Fred.
Anyway, so listen.
Well, listen, you got my number. So whenever you pick the 2 other horses that aren't speed, let me know.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out for it. So.
All right, guys.
all right.
Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Hey, there's Alex and Sean Miller, the brain trust behind everything we do here with Let Him Run and the podcast, the Capital Sports Network that Sean does such a great job with. And always a pleasure to talk to Alex. I look forward to getting him on here again, and I will pick some more. I have time before the Belmont to pick 3 speed horses. Let's start with this one today. I'm sorry, closers. Let's start today with, as I mentioned, the number 2 horse, Mendelssohn's March. So on that note, we're going to say adios. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, we will be on again on Friday at 3 p.m. with our Happy Hour podcast. We got some big races coming up this week at Fairgrounds. We'll be covering some of those races and Oaks prep race and the Derby prep race at the Risen Star at Fairgrounds. So we'll be talking about that as well, some other races. But right now we're going to focus on the race that we're talking about for tomorrow, Mendelssohn's March. If he wins, that's 1 out of 3. Only got 2 more left to get done so that Alex will be on the podcast again with boots on the ground from Belmont. That'll be big. So let's take a minute and just thank our sponsor again, Brisnet.com. We appreciate their help helping us grow here and continue to get some good information from them. If you haven't checked out Brisnet.com, you're missing out. Be sure to check them out. They have information that you don't get on other handicapping sites. They talk about different things that are helpful. If you are caught between a couple horses and you're not sure, you can get information from Brisnet.com that can help you make that decision and make your bets more practical and more winning bets. So on that note, we're just going to say once again, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming on. Don't forget that what we always say, bet smart, cheer hard, fast horses. Just check it out, Alex. Fast horses sometimes do equal serious fun. And as we always say, let them run. Thank you for joining us. Let's go. 2 races, 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Speed horse today, dead closer tomorrow. Talk to you later.